Welcome to a new Daily Top Ask Reddit video. Today's topic. What is your favorite quote from a fictional character? How lucky I am to have something that makes saying goodbye so hard. Winnie the Pooh. It quite, but this makes me really sad, making me think about all the things I've said goodbye to. Sadder when you realize there are some things that you didn't get to say goodbye to at all. It's possible to commit no mistakes and still lose. That is not weakness. That is life. Captain Jean-Luc Picard. Thanks, I needed this for a game. The game's Fall Guys, isn't it? Damn egg scramble. Many that live deserve death. And some that die deserve life, can you give it to them? Then do not be so quick to deal out death in judgment. Gaddafi. Or the other favorite, so do all who live to see such times, but that is not for them to decide. All we have to decide is what to do with the time that is given to us. I will not say, do not weep, for not all tears are an evil. Gaddafi. I do not love the bright sword for its sharpness, nor the arrow for its swiftness, nor the warrior for his glory. I love only that which they protect. Faramir. To get back my youth I would do anything in the world, except take exercise, get up early, or be respectable. Lord Henry in the picture of Dorian Gray. You could fill this whole thread with Lord Henry. A cigarette is the perfect type of a perfect pleasure. It is exquisite, and it leaves one unsatisfied. What more can one want? The moment one sits down to think, one becomes all nose, or all forehead, or something horrid. Look at the successful men in any of the learned professions. How perfectly hideous they are. Except, of course, in the church. But then in the church they don't think. It is only the sacred things that are worth touching, Dorian. Lord Henry was the best thing about that book. The problem is not the problem. The problem is your attitude about the problem. Captain Jack Sparrow. Edit, thanks for the awards. Also, as it turns out, it may not have been Captain Jack who said this, but it was still a fictional character. Honestly, it's the honest ones you need to look out for. You can always count dishonest people to be dishonest. Why is the rum gone? What doesn't kill you, usually succeeds in the second attempt. Mr. Krabs. Lee Patrick Star. Never half-ass two things. Whole-ass one thing. Ron Swanson, Parks and Recreation. This is the one I was looking for, also really like. There are two things I can't stand, lying and skim milk, which is water that's lying about being milk. Honestly, every dialogue out of Ron's mouth is gold, especially fish meat is practically a vegetable, haha. Frozen yogurt. Be ice cream, or be nothing. 0 stars. It is important to draw wisdom from many different places. If you only draw wisdom from one place, it becomes rigid and stale. Understanding others, the other elements and the other nations, will help you become whole. Uncle Ira. My personal favorite from Ira. You must never give in to despair. Allow yourself to slip down that road, and you surrender to your lowest instincts. In the darkest times, hope is something you give yourself. That is the meaning of inner strength. Sometimes life is like this dark tunnel. You can't always see the light at the end of the tunnel, but if you just keep moving you will come to a better place. God fucking damn it, Last Airbender is a masterpiece. Pride is not the opposite of shame, but its source. True humility is the only antidote to shame. My favorite Ira quote is, "You're looking at the rare white dragon bush. Its leaves make a tea so delicious, it's heartbreaking. That, or it's the white jade bush, which is poisonous." NGL Ira is the best character in Avatar. Hawkeye, war isn't hell. War is war, and hell is hell. And of the two, war is a lot worse. Father Mulcahy, how do you figure that, Hawkeye? Hawkeye, easy, father. Tell me, who goes to hell? Father Mulcahy, sinners, I believe. Hawkeye, exactly. There are no innocent bystanders in hell. War is chock full of them. Little kids, cripples, old ladies. In fact, except for some of the brass, almost everybody involved is an innocent bystander. MASH is so great. Makes you laugh for the entire episode, then hits you with a perfectly crafted social commentary that gets you emotional as hell. When you do things right, people won't be sure you've done anything at all. God, Futurama. I like to think I do the housework right. My girlfriend doesn't think I've done anything at all. You know, Hobbs, some days even my lucky rocket ship underpants don't help. Calvin. Given the pace of technology, I propose we leave the math to the machines and go play outside. Again, Calvin. Careful, we don't want to learn anything from this. Also, Calvin. I have plenty of common sense. I just choose to ignore it. Also, Calvin. Is it better to do the right thing and fail, or is it better to do the wrong thing and succeed? Calvin, once more. From here. 30y/Omi is still learning lessons from some of Watterso's nuggets of wisdom, like the above. And of course, the constant motif of how being miserable builds character. Calvin, oh yeah. And what if I don't love it? Calvin's dad, then it will build character. As seen here. I'm not dumb. I just have a command of thoroughly useless information. Calvin. Who was the guy who first looked at a cow and said, I think I'll drink whatever comes out of these things when I squeeze 'em? Calvin. If she were a spice, she'd be flour. If she were a book, she'd be 2 books. People. What a bunch of bastards. Roy from the IT crowd. I'm disabled. Roy. Fire. At sea parks. Death smiles at us all. All a man can do is smile back. Maximus Decimus Meridius, Gladiator. Smile for me now, brother. Some motherfuckers are always trying to ice skate uphill, Blade. If you've got time to fantasize about a beautiful death, why not live beautifully until the end? A guy that likes strawberry milk. Wasn't expecting a Gitama quote, but thrilled nonetheless. Something Vims had learned as a young guard drifted up from memory. If you have to look along the shaft of an arrow from the wrong end, if a man has you entirely at his mercy, then hope like hell that man is an evil man. Because the evil like power over people, and they want to see you in fear. They want you to know you're going to die. So they'll talk. They'll gloat. They'll watch you squirm. They'll put off the moment of murder like another man will put off a good cigar. So hope like hell your captor is an evil man. A good man will kill you with hardly a word. Terry Pratchett, Men-at-Arms. The trouble with having an open mind, of course, is that people will insist on coming along and trying to put things in it. Diggers. All of his books were gold mines of wisdom and humor. Rest in peace, man. New Terry Pratchett. Terry Pratchett has written a lot of good quotes. It is said that your life flashes before your eyes just before you die. That is true, it's called life. So many. Give a man a fire and he will have warmth for a few hours, but set the man on fire and he will be warm for the rest of his life. The entire universe has been neatly divided into things to A. Mate with, B. Eat, C. Run away from, and D. Rocks. In ancient times cats were worshipped as gods, they have not forgotten this. There are times in life when people must know when not to let go. Balloons are designed to teach small children this. That and the Samvim's theory of economics * chef's kiss *. Take Boots, for example. He earned $38 a month plus allowances. A really good pair of leather boots cost $50. But an affordable pair of boots, which were sort of okay for a season or two and then leaked like hell when the cardboard gave out, cost about $10. Those were the kind of boots Vims always bought, and wore until the soles were so thin that he could tell where he was in Ankh-Morpork on a foggy night by the feel of the cobbles. But the thing was that good boots lasted for years and years. A man who could afford $50 had a pair of boots that'd still be keeping his feet dry in 10 years' time, while the poor man who could only afford cheap boots would have spent $100 on boots in the same time and would still have wet feet. This was the Captain Samuel Vims Boots theory of socio-economic unfairness. I will not say do not weep, for not all tears are evil. Gaddafi. At the final parting, in the Grey Havens. One of Gaddafi's I always uses. Often the burned hand teaches best. After that, all advice about fire goes straight to the heart. Said after Pippin uses the Palater. Life is pain, Highness. Anyone who says different is selling something. You seem a good man, I hate to kill you. You seem a good man, I hate to die. It's just they're terribly comfortable. I think everyone will be wearing them in the future. Dread Pirate Roberts, on masks. One day you're going to look around and you're going to realize that everybody loves you, but nobody likes you. And that is the loneliest feeling in the world. BoJack Horseman. It gets easier every day, it gets a little easier, but you gotta do it every day, that's the hard part. But it does get easier. Jogging Baboon. For context, throughout this season BJ is trying to improve himself, including by running, but always fucks it up. You see this old dude jogging by his house several times. In the last episode, after more horrible fuck up, BJ tries jogging again and collapses pee quickly. The old jogging dude stops to help BJ up and says this. It quite, but, as someone who has struggled with mental health a lot, this quote always gets me. I remember a similar interaction in the last episode. BoJack and Todd talking about if BoJack will relapse into alcoholism again. BoJack, I'm trying to set little goals for myself. Like, in a couple months, I'll beat my record for being sober. Todd, nice. BoJack, yeah, so that's something to aim for. After that. Todd, after that, you'll beat your record again. Every day you'll set a new record. BoJack, sure, but it's easy now, in jail. I don't have to make any choices for myself. I worry about what's gonna happen when I get out. What if I relapse again? Todd, then you'll get sober again. BoJack Horseman is one of my favorite shows on TV, because we all see just a little bit of ourselves in BoJack. But we hate that we do, and we want to get better. I don't believe in deep down, I kinda think that all you are is the things that you do. Diane Nguyen. This resonates with me because I, like BoJack, always tend to justify my actions by thinking that deep down this isn't who I am, so it doesn't matter. I realize now that personas are just as much a part of you as your inner voice,